everyone, we are Hoàng Thị Thanh Hòa, Dương Hồng Anh, Nguyễn Thị Thùy Linh, and I Đào Thị Phương from the University of Languages and International Studies. Welcome you all to the course, Assessment for Language Learners. Well, in this video, I will talk about 6 major points. The first is the importance of assessment, so that you know why good understanding of assessment is necessary for teachers. Next comes target audience. I am going to explain who should take this course. I also talk about course objectives in order to help you to make SMART goals for the course. And then, course content will help you to choose the right modules to meet your needs and navigate through the course. Besides, I will tell you some outstanding features of this course. And finally, course policies will provide requirements for you to successfully complete the course. First, let's talk about the importance of assessment. Well, without question, assessment remains among the very important factors in education improvement. It is an integral part of instruction, as it determines whether or not the goals of education are being met. Assessment affects decisions about grades, placement, advancement, instructional needs, curriculum, and in some cases, funding. Assessment inspires us to ask these hard questions. Are we teaching what we think we are teaching? Are students learning what they are supposed to be learning? And is there a way to teach the subject better, thereby promoting better learning? Now, we will together watch a short video about the importance of assessment. Well, again, assessment is a critical step in the learning process. It is a key component of learning because it helps students learn. It also helps motivate students. Just as assessment helps students, assessment helps teachers. Frequent assessment allows teachers to see if their teaching has been effective. Equally important, assessment is designed so that students understand their progress towards the course goals and modify their behavior to meet those goals. In fact, today's students need to know not only the basic listening, speaking, reading, writing skills, but also skills that will allow them to face a world that is continually changing. They must be able to think critically, to analyze, and to make inferences. Changes in the skill base and knowledge our students need require new learning goals. These new learning goals change the relationship between assessment and instruction. Teachers need to take an active role in making decisions about the purpose of assessment and the content that is being assessed. So now you know the importance of assessment and why this course is necessary. If we as teachers ourselves can develop, administer, and analyze various types of assessment in our classrooms, we are more likely to apply the results of assessment to our own teaching. Therefore, it provides feedback on the effectiveness of instruction and gives students a measure of their progress. So, who should take this course? Well, the course is designed for a wide range of audience. The following people will be the target audience of the course. The main audience that the course aims at is English teachers who are supposed to develop, administer, and analyze various types of assessment in their classroom, and apply the results of assessment to their own teaching and provide student feedback. It is a matter of fact that a majority of language teachers feel confident about their instructional performance and do not usually have much difficulty with their teachings thanks to their professional training and accumulated classroom experience. However, many language teachers may not have received sufficient training in assessment to design sound classroom assessment tools. Therefore, they find it hard and time-consuming to develop a language test or decide which tools should be used to assess their students and give them feedback. If you find yourself getting into the same situations, this course is for you. The course is also suitable for head teachers and school leaders who supervise student learning, support English teachers in using assessment, and ensure that assessments are of high quality and used effectively to improve student learning and achievement. Now, we move on to the course objectives. This course is designed to support you to successfully develop and administer the assessment activities in your own language class. After the course, you will be able to identify concepts and fundamental principles in assessment, explain essential purposes of summative and formative assessment, design and apply summative and formative assessment tools and techniques to your own teaching context, and reflects on learning and teaching. These four main objectives are closely related to component 2.4 in Vietnam's ETCF, which stands for English Teacher Competency Framework. Participants will be able to understand formative and summative assessment tools and techniques and are able to design and use age-appropriate assessments to inform instruction and to measure student progress and proficiency. Moreover, during the course, other competencies are also enhanced. For example, 2.2 plus 2.3, plan and conduct a lesson. 3.1, motivate diverse learners. And 3.2, recognize learner language to inform instruction. Now comes a very important part, the course content. The course consists of 12 modules. The first two modules discuss theoretical issues of assessment for language learners. For example, Module 1, Introduction and Basic Concepts of Assessment. Module 2, Fundamental Principles in Assessment. These modules will enable you to have a better understanding of language assessment. The next four modules focus on summative assessment tools and techniques to assess language knowledge and skills, and how to adopt, adapt, and develop a good language test. Finishing these modules will help you to be more aware of practical testing issues to evaluate and develop a test. Then we will move on to formative assessment tools and techniques. It is important and necessary to provide second language classroom practitioners with some fundamental methods, as not all of them are formally trained in foreign language assessment. Even when teachers are trained in language assessment, keeping up to date with the current developments in second language assessment can be a challenge. The modules will provide you some practical formative assessment options. For instance, games and quiz, project by assessment, self and peer assessment, and feedback to apply in your language class to collect evidence of students' thinking and learning. And based on this information, modifying teaching to better meet students' needs. Module 11 deals with a broader issue, linking curriculum, instruction, and assessment, and how to create a good language test. to ensure the close relationship among these components. In the last module, we will summarize all the issues which have already been covered to help you better remember them, and there won't be any assignment. Good news, right? However, there will be an evaluation survey of the course. Please complete it so that we can have more feedback to improve the course for further participants. I'm going to tell you some outstanding features of this course. First of all, it is really accessible. Materials and instruction are adapted to V01 level. Next, the course relates to Vietnamese classroom realities since we take extracts from Vietnam's textbook, and teachers are supposed to do assessments in relation to their own textbooks and students. What's more, it is practical because we provide teachers with practical methods and examples so that they can easily apply those methods in their classes to assess the students. Now, I'm getting to the last part of this video, course policy. There are a few things that you will have to bear in mind to get certificates for this course. Complete all modules. This is the first and the foremost important requirement to get certificate for this course. Your participants will be evidenced in the time you spend on watching the presentation videos and reading materials. Then, achieve at least 75 of the modular quizzes. Each module will have a short quiz. We expect you to achieve at least 75 of the quizzes. If your scores are lower than 75%, you might want to watch the video or do the reading again before you retake the quiz. And last but not least, complete all the assignments. Each module will give you some mini tasks for you to complete. These tasks will help you to complete the final assignment step by step. To summarize, I have discussed 6 main points in this introductory video: importance of assessment, target audience, course objectives, course content, outstanding features, and course policy. After this video, please move on to explore the system and some technical instructions on how to use the system to complete the course. Hopefully, we will have many positive experiences on this course together. Stay tuned and we'll see you around. Thank you for watching and bye for now. you.